Hello, I'm Dan Toppy and welcome back to another brand new Fortnite video. Today I'm bringing you a full guide for all of the week 9 challenges of Fortnite Season 3 of the Battle Pass. If you haven't seen one of these videos before, what I do is I go through all the challenges from this week, telling you how to complete all of them, starting off with the hardest ones first. For the hard ones I'll give you a full guide, and for the simpler ones I'll just give you a few tips to help you complete them quickly. So getting straight into it, starting off with challenge number 5. Challenge number 5 is our star challenge like we're having every week. And this week it says follow the treasure map found in Moisty, Mire. The location for this week is found on the chimneys of a building just to the southwest of Retail Row. It's marked on the map now, and all you have to do is either land on the chimneys or build up to them, jump on top of them, and then the golden star will pop out just like it has done for every week before. Just like for all those stars, all you have to do is hold down the key that you'd normally use for opening up a chest, and this will redeem it and complete that challenge for you. Once you've completed that challenge, the next hardest challenge is challenge number 4, and this week's challenge number 4 says visit 3 different taco shops in a single game. There's 5 different taco shops located around the map, so all you have to do is visit 3 of them in a single game to complete this challenge. The 5 positions are to the north of the main Tomato Town restaurant in Tomato Town, north of the soccer or football stadium found between Snobby Shores and Tilted Towers. The third one is under the western apartment building on the western side of Tilted Towers. The fourth one is in the centre of Retail Row, and finally the fifth one is to the east of the giant chair found between Shifty Shafts and Flush Factory. On screen now is a map showing all 5 of these positions. I'd really recommend going to positions 2, 3 and 5 on the map, because these are the ones that are the closest together, so the easiest to do in a single game, and depending on what your flight path is, you're going to want to jump to the closest one first. I try to avoid going to Tilted first, partly because it is in the middle, so you'd have to run further to get all 3, and it's also the busiest, so you've got the biggest chance of dying. When you land, don't rush straight to the shop, make sure that you go and get some weapons first just so you can defend yourself, and don't be running across the map without any weapons or health. Make sure you go loot all that, and if one of them does land outside the circle when the circle does spawn in, head to that one first just so you can complete it before the blue comes in. Then once you've completed that, you can then head over to the final third one. All you need to do when you get to these taco shops is run through them. That's what I did because it guarantees that you're definitely going to complete it. I wouldn't just run over to it and look at it because this might not count, so make sure you are going inside of it, because once you've been inside of all 3 of them, you will have definitely completed the full challenge. After you've completed challenge number 4, that's the 2 hard challenges from this week out of the way, and the rest are all fairly simple. So starting off with challenge number 1, challenge number 1 says you need to deal 5,000 damage to opponent's structures. So all this means is you need to do 5,000 hit points to any built pieces put down by your opponents. This can be done in any way you want, so if you wanted to, you could use your pickaxe, or you could use a launcher. I definitely recommend that a launch would be the easiest way to complete this one, but make sure you are hitting the pieces directly. Don't just take out the base of a tower, because I don't believe this will count. Make sure you are hitting them directly and getting those hit markers to pop up, because this will go towards the challenge. And just so you know, a wooden wall has a maximum hit points of 200, a brick wall has a maximum hit points of 300, and a steel wall has a maximum hit points of 400. So if you are destroying steel with weapons, this will complete the challenge the quickest way. So if you do see a porta fort that you think has been put by an enemy, make sure you are spraying into it and destroying all those pieces, because this will be one of the quickest ways to complete this, especially if you do have a good weapon like a scar or a grenade launcher. But you don't really have to focus on this one, you could just let this one get completed over time, because over a few games you'll have easily done 5,000 damage. After you've completed that, you can move on to challenge number 2, and challenge number 2 this week is our chest searching one. And this week we need to search 7 chests in Haunted Hills. When Haunted Hills was first put in, it was a really bad place to drop, so I haven't dropped there since. But when I did drop to complete this challenge, there is a lot more chests there now. So basically just head to any of the buildings and you'll most likely find a chest in there. When I dropped, I went in 3 buildings in a row, as you can see in this gameplay, and I easily found a chest in there. It's just sitting out in the open. All you have to do is get 7 of them, so drop there 2 or 3 times in a row and you'll easily be able to complete this challenge. Once you've completed that, challenge number 3 says build 250 structures. So all you have to do for this one is build 250 pieces. This does sound like quite a lot, but really when you are counting up how many pieces you are using, you're definitely using a lot, especially when you are doing stuff like building up mountains. You will complete this challenge quicker, but again, just like the damaging one, you could just play and you will be able to complete this one in just a few games. After that, challenge number 6 says get 4 shotgun eliminations. Again, this should be a pretty simple simple one because I'm pretty sure that most people will use a shotgun whilst playing, so as long as you are running a shotgun and getting those 4 kills no matter what situation you're in, you will complete this challenge. And finally, challenge number 7 says eliminate 3 opponents in Lucky Landings. Lucky Landings is the new town that was added just to the south of the map, but since it was added a month or 2 ago, it has died down quite a bit, but now that this challenge has been added, you will find more players dropping there again, so you shouldn't be struggling to get these kills fairly easily. Definitely aim for the bigger buildings because these have more loot in. Generally, Lucky Landings is really good for loot, there's a lot of chests around there, so make sure you are looting up first, and depending on how many people drop there in your game, you should be able to do this in 1 or 2 tries. But that has been my full guide for all of the week 9 challenges. Hope this has been helpful if you have been struggling. If you have been struggling and you think you would like more help in the final week of season 3 or when season 4 starts, make sure you are subscribing because I do one of these videos every single week. There's not long left now in season 3, so if you have got some challenges from previous weeks that you haven't fully completed, make sure you are clicking on a playlist that's on screen now. This will take you through to my full playlist of all of my season 3 weekly guides, and they should be able to help you out. But if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you leave it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.